Ezra 8:24 through 27. Then I set apart 12 of the chief of the priests, together with Shebiah and Hashabiah, and 10 of their kinsmen. All these would have been priests. They would have been 12, representing 12 tribes of Israel, but they would have been all sons of Aaron. The number 12, and the 12 of them would be heads over. Maybe this priest did offerings for that tribe. Maybe that priest did, I don't know, but the 12 is number symbolic of the tribes. I weighed out for them the silver and gold, the vessels, the contribution of the house of our God, presented by the king, his counselors and officers, and by all the Israelites there present, and their contributions to the house of our God. So he gives what is given to the priest. He acknowledges the priest as the ones that deal with God's offerings, deal with that, so he gives it to the priest. Today, while giving to the church is seen as giving to God, I argue that it ain't the only way. I ain't saying we shouldn't give to our local church, but I'm saying because we should. And I will argue that giving elsewhere, your storehouse is local. So I feel if you're giving more to something you're equipped to serve in, like a ministry, more than you do your own church, that's still giving to God. Pastors will argue that idea because they get from the offering. But I feel if you're working for a ministry, that's more your storehouse than your local body. But I'm not saying you shouldn't give to your local body as well. But they gave it to God. I believe it's more a personal thing how we choose to give to God. But we're commanded to do that. Verse 26. After weighing it, I handed over to them 650 talents of silver and 100 silver vessels weighing 2 talents, 100 talents of gold. So he's just wondering how much was given. This is why we got the talent. Talent's a measure of weight. We know how much it is because he weighed it. 20 gold dishes worth 2,000 dowries, and 2 vessels of a fine red copper, precious as gold. So this red copper was rare. It's worth the price of gold. So all this is given to God. The question we can take from this is, we have, but what do we give back to God? Do we give him our best, or do we give him what's left over after what we get from it?